So, good evening. We are back again. I'm in the mud. Arsenal are the August and September champions. Mikel Arteta was manager of the month for August. He may get manager of the month for September. Man United ain't had a game for 2 weeks. And you're loving life with Man United. I'm loving life with Arsenal. What's going on here, bro? You good?
Bruv, I'm good. What was that? Hold on. Our last game was Arsenal, wasn't it?
You had a Europa game. You had
no, but our last Premier League game was Arsenal.
Premier League was Arsenal, yeah.
When was that? That was in September. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, that was in September. So yeah, you man lost the game in September, so I don't think he's
your last game in the league was us on the 4th. Wow, 16 days ago, man. Since then you've had 2 Europas and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. No Premier League games, but yeah, I think manager of the month.
Suspended. Palace, and then Leeds got suspended. Wow, you're 2 behind us on games then.
Yeah, 2 games behind you. 2 games behind everyone, really.
Wow, it's actually. Oh no, you're 1 game behind us in the league. Because we had.
Because you missed the 1 game, innit?
Yeah. If you win that game in hand, you're only 3 points behind us.
Yeah.
Mad, isn't it?
That's what I mean. So, yeah, bruv, I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed about the situation, but saying that our game in hand is against Man City technically, so
yeah, that's your next league game, Man City. Mate, do you know what's funny? I was saying this on the stream the other day. Lisandro Martinez, everyone's made the jokes about his height and all of that.
Right? Oh, that's gone real quiet, isn't it, recently, bro?
Yeah, that's gone quiet. I think he's won pretty much, 90% or 95% of aerial duels or so. I think he's only lost 2. Is it 2?
Yeah, he's the best in the league, bro, aerially. Do you know what I mean? Statistically, it's funny that, isn't it? That this is what happens. Them man were chatting shit at the beginning of the season after like 2 games, and now look. Do you know what I mean? Now people are looking real stupid. So this is what happens, isn't it? Them man spoke too soon.
That's what social media is, bro. Reactionary level. Like Vieira scored a banger for us the other day. All of a sudden, I'm in the mud. What you saying now? Blah blah blah. It's like, bro, I've seen Denilson slap top bins 5, 6, 7 times for Arsenal. Where's he? Like, what happens? Like, so let's just calm down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Real talk. What the hell is Denilson doing? He's probably playing in fucking Thailand or something. You know?
Bro, he can't even be that old. I'm going to check him out now.
No, he won't be old. He'll be like 26 or something. 26.
He is 34.
No, he's not. Not little Denilson.
Where he's 34.
He can't be 34, bro. That's like Gareth Bale's age. How was he the same age as Gareth Bale? Was it that long ago?
Bro, he's 34 years old.
But wasn't he a teenager when he was playing for you lot?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Well, time's gone quickly, bro. Actually, Denilson would have been there in Wenger times, actually, so...
Yeah. Mate, that's mad. Yeah,
time's gone quickly.
I don't know if he's retired, but the last team he had was a team called Brasil de Pelotas. Yeah, and that was 8 appearances last season. Wow. Yeah, his career's just gone down the Swanee, bro. Like, real talk. Yeah, since he left Arsenal is his 2nd most appearances ever, and that was 96. He went back to Sao Paulo. He had 48 on loan. Then he went back officially and had 104. But yeah, what a crap career, mate. He scored 9 goals in his entire career and 1 for Brazil under 17s. So yeah, this is when people start gassing up players. Don't gas them up after 1 game, man. And unless you've watched a player in a league, like for example, Lisandro, Anthony, you guys, you would have seen them regularly in Champions League football. Yeah, and Champions League is the pinnacle. That Dutch league's crap, let's be real. Yeah? So you can't take league, you have to take Champions League, where that is the top tier football. And when nobody's ever seen Fabio Vieira play, bro, and then he comes in and slaps 1 top bins. Well, it weren't even top bins, it was middle of the goal. Yeah, and to be fair, before that, he weren't even that great. Like,
he wasn't in the game, but it was a good strike, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, mate, the difference between him and Odegaard wouldn't have shot.
Oh, no, he wouldn't. Yeah, when you give a player time and space, they do have quality. That's why they made it as professional footballers. Even if you go defensively with Harry Maguire. Like, that guy is trash, bro. Yeah, but if you give that geezer time and space and you don't press him and you don't harry him and you don't get in and around him, he looks half good, doesn't he? You know, that's not saying that Fabio Vieira weren't that great, by the way. Yeah, because I don't think any of our players were poor. But the way our fans just gas up anything is just mad. But that's the internet, mate. It's the same with your lot. It's the same with Chelsea lot. It's the same with every fan base. They hype up every player. after one performance. Like,
yeah, 100%. But we just got to wait in it for this October period for Arsenal, in it, and let's see if the energy's still the same after this October period. Because I'll be honest here, like we're the only Big Six team you played and you lost. So you know what I mean? You still haven't proven anything yet. Do you know what I mean? It's all well and good winning the games you're supposed to win. That's great. However, do you know what I mean? Like you lot, but the one test that you had, you failed it. So yeah, like this is just what it is, man. You just have to see what Arsenal do against Tottenham, what they do against Liverpool, what they do against Man City, and what they do against Chelsea, and then that will give me a better idea what Arsenal are. Like at the moment, the football looks good. Do you know what I'm saying? But good football doesn't win you anything on its own anyway.
No, not on its own. Not on its own. But to be honest, other than that blip against you lot, bro, I can't even complain. Real talk. I can't complain. This is what I've been crying for and moaning and screaming and ranting and raving about for years. Not just under this manager, but under Wenger as well. Yeah, and you know, everyone who's watched this channel for a while knows that I feel like we got rid of Unai Emery a bit too soon. Yeah. And you know, now we've gone and got this manager in. He's going to be in the job 3 years come December, 3 full years.
4 years? Huh?
Yeah,
Any more than
full years.
Isn't
but
it
4 seasons?
Isn't this his fourth? Yeah, okay. This is his fourth season. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 seasons, but 3 full calendar years. Okay. Yeah, 2019 he got the job, December 19. So yeah, December 22, 3 calendar years. But this is the thing. It's like even like you watched the game, bro. Our bench, real talk. Our bench is going to be our undoing this season, and I think there's a lot of people that haven't quite figured that out yet. Like, you know, we brought a 15-year-old on. I don't know whether that was just for some PR project. Whether that was
definitely was. He didn't even get a touch. I wanted him to get a touch so badly, like just for him to get a touch. Yeah,
do you know,
it was definitely
that for? We were 3-0 up. Yeah, like, I think there's a couple of reasons why we did. There's 3 potential outcomes for this, right? Number one, he's that great that he's head and shoulders above anything in our academy. But if he was, then how comes nobody's heard of this kid? Because I remember when Messi was head and shoulders above everyone in La Masia, everyone was raving about him when he was 13. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like all the players at Barca back then were going, "Yo, there's a kid in our academy." Nobody's come out and said that. So if it's the best kept secret in the world.
That was the same with Rashford and us, to be fair. Like with Mason, like everyone knew about Mason from when he was super young. Do you know what I mean? The Rashford thing, bro. When LVG gave this brother a debut, bro, half the fan base didn't even know who the hell he was, bro. Like if they're being honest, it was very similar. But the kid's 15, and as soon as Arsenal get all their players back, he'll be back in the reserves, and who knows if he'll ever play in the first team. Do you know what I mean? Like I thought that was a weird decision because it makes him now the youngest Premier League player ever, and then there's some pressure that comes with that record. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know. He's not going to play games, so I don't know. I thought it was a strange one, to be honest. But it was sentiment from the manager.
Yeah, do you know the other theories I have in it? It could have been used as a case of, well, we had a 17-year-old on the bench as well, Sosa. He was 17, he's 17, that kid, right? And then we had Marquinhos, I think, is 19. So if we did lose, it's a case of, well, we were down to the bare bones, but then also we were 3-0 up. So it could have been, if we are coasting the game, we know that we were going to come out with a carbon copy of Ivan Toney's tweet. Yeah. So now it's, nice little kick around with the boys. Well, he is a boy, isn't it? Like, I don't know.
No, they smoked. They smoked Brentford, bro. Like that was an absolute. Like they put Brentford to the sword, innit? Brentford had nothing. They had absolutely
nothing. Biggest home defeat in a decade. Do you know that? In the league, biggest home defeat in a decade.
They got trounced. They got absolutely trounced, bro. Like deservedly so. They were pathetic. They were pathetic, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So I didn't recognize that Brentford. It was weird watching it, bro. It was weird.
But you know what? Like, the first couple of minutes, Martinelli should have buried the chance he had. Yeah, and I was like,
and he fell over.
And the thing is, you don't need to give a team talk when you've been battered last season by them, and then Tony puts the tweet out. You don't need to have a team talk for that. Yeah, that's a team that had just come up from the Championship, first time in 90 years they've been in the top league. Yeah, you don't need to sit there and have a team talk. It's just right. All look at each other. We're going to go and batter them today. Yeah, and then they can shut their mouths. Yeah, and that's what we did after that Martinelli chance. They they threw a couple of crosses in the box for a 5-minute flurry. Yeah, and then back 1-0, Saliba goal. It was about time Saka put a good cross in, because his corners have been pretty tired this season. But yeah, it was weird, that goal as well. I thought it was a nice little header with the movement. Yeah, because
Saliba.
Yeah, he was zonal.
That was Saliba. Hold on, I'm thinking that was a flick on. That wasn't a shot. He didn't mean that.
No, but the movement. Yeah. Because they were zonal marking. They were just all stood there like statues.
They were just stood there, yeah. And he ran from like the penalty spot through to the front post, flicked it on. No, like someone said in the chat, there was no one on the post. Why is there no one on the post? They just head it off.
But this is what I don't like about modern defending. Yeah, like I've grown up on the famous back four at Arsenal when this shirt was in fashion, right? And you used to have the man on the front stick, the man on the back stick. Yeah, and then you'd grab and be shirt tight. Goal side. Yeah, and then if any goal goes in, well, whose man was that? And now you're responsible. Now it's a bit of zonal, a bit of man.
There's no accountability no more, bro. Everyone's always looking at someone else when the goal goes in. Do you know what I mean? No one wants to take accountability. No one wants to take a man, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's a joke. I'll be honest, man. I hate zonal marking. I don't mind a mixture of both, but zonal marking, bro, like I say a million times, Space has never scored a goal. Why are we marking Space, bro? Like, why are we marking Space? Do you know what I mean? Because the thing is, even if there's a mismatch and you're going man for man, you can still put the player off.
Yeah,
you can still put them off just by jumping with them. I used to do it all the time. Like, I hated defending corners. Do you know what I mean? But if I'm coming up against someone that's 6'3", I'm jumping with them and I'm jumping into them, even if it just puts them off, even if I can't win the ball. But what you're not going to do is just fucking stand on the edge of the 6-yard box, bro, like marking no one. Like, that's bullshit to me.
Yeah, but it's lazy. But this is the thing. There's no accountability really. Yeah, in most football teams. Like, people are standing there finger pointing and shouting and screaming and looking at each other. But like back in the day when you had Pallister and Bruce, you know, even when you had Rio and Vidic, like you had top class, even Gary Neville. Yeah, Gary Neville wasn't the most gifted footballer. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, he could defend. Yeah, he could defend properly. When you look at some of the right backs in the world now, mate, like, Gary Neville must be sitting there thinking, right, I made quite a lot of money out of football. Yeah, but I wish I played in this era. Yeah, because he's head and shoulders the best right back or one of the best in the world. Because
he defensively, Gary Neville very rarely used to get skinned all ends up, bro. You never really saw it. Do you know what I mean? That's one thing about him. Like, on the ball, he wasn't the best, but in terms of defending and stuff like that, you never really seen him get cooked. Like, do you know what I mean? Until like the latter years when he was like 33, 34. By then, he knew he was done. His legs were gone. Do you know what I mean? But I just feel like when I was growing up, Paul Scholes used to be on the post because Paul Scholes is short. He don't like attacking the ball, so you put the little man on the post. Do you know what I mean? Like, who's on the post? Like, no one's taking any fucking accountability, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro? Because if someone gets a direct header from a corner kick, 9 times out of 10, the keeper can't save it, bro. Like, the keeper can't react in time. That's why you have a man on the post. So, yeah, bro. I don't know. Modern football, I don't know. A lot's changed in the game, bro. But, like, zonal marking, I'll never be a fan of it.
No, it makes no sense. That corner that we scored from, Saliba, he didn't mean to score. Yeah, he was flicking it on. Do you know that reminded me of the old days as well, because we used to have the flick on at the front stick and then suddenly have to nod it in. Yeah, and it's like, but a lot of I think most of our goals this season, I may be wrong, the chat will know, they know everything, but
they said you scored quite a few set pieces.
Yeah, I think we've scored more set pieces than anyone in the league, and I think most of our goals have been set pieces this season, which is different because normally we barely score a set piece, mate. Like, and that's something that's changed. But now we're scoring less from open play than we are from set pieces. If we can get both together, then we'll start scoring and flying up. I know we're top of the table now, but listen, let's be real. We ain't going to be top of the table come May. Yeah, but if we can get open play up to what it was the last couple of seasons in the league, and then add what we've done with the set pieces, bro, we're going to be very difficult to beat. The one thing I've liked about watching Arsenal this season is they look like they've got more energy than they've had in the last few.
They're all pressing more as a team. Like, the structure's definitely there. I just think in attacking areas, it's weird because you're scoring quite a few goals at the moment, but even though you haven't played really any of the top sides, but like the quality in the final third for me, like you can see that it's lacking, bro. Like especially with Saka and Martinelli, bro. Jesus is quality. Martinelli's good, but I mean just the quality in general, yeah. Outside of Jesus, like you can see the difference in quality between Jesus and them two. Like it's a big drop.
Oh, 100%.
It's a very, very big drop. And that's the difference between Man City and everyone else. Do you know what I mean? They've got quality. They've got 4, 5, 6 players of high quality that they can rotate in the attacking areas. Man United don't have that. Liverpool don't have that. Arsenal don't have that. Chelsea don't have that. And Tottenham have Richarlison to come on, which has added more quality. Do you know what I mean? But you could argue like Tottenham's front four is probably better than everyone else's bar City.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree, man. And I think the thing is, like, the drop-off is mad. Jesus is 1 yellow card away from suspension in the league. Yeah, and we got Tottenham next.
And then you're playing Nketiah.
Playing Liverpool after that.
Yeah.
So, and obviously it's Premier League suspension. It don't roll over into the Europa League. So we got Rope. He don't get suspended in that Tottenham game because then he misses Liverpool. And the fact is, like, this is going to be our real big test. Like you said, October, we got 9 games, man. Yeah, and we have got Liverpool straight after. So we've got Salah, Firmino or Nunez and Diaz or Jota, whoever they play. Yeah, straight after we've played Kulusevski, Son or Richarlison and Kane. Like that is a big, big test. And I'll tell you the one thing I've liked about us this season, yeah. Defensively, we look sound, mate. Like there's been a few hairy moments in terms of like against you lot, like, but that was after we'd already conceded. Like the high line was pathetic, and we already went through that. That was just shocking from the manager. Yeah, once you concede from or they're getting in from a high line, just drop back, mate. When we went 1-1 with you, we should have just dropped back 10 yards and steadied it up a little bit and said, right, now we'll bring a few subs on, not 3 in 1 hit, but now we'll bring one on. 5 minutes later, bring another one on. Jig it around a little bit, and now we go for the win. Instead, he just went, oh, we're 2-1 down, fuck it, let's just throw everything at it, which was naive and stupid, right? But in the other games, I've not seen us really get dominated or people getting in behind us, and that's something that I've never really said under this manager, because we always concede chances. Yeah, Leicester had a couple, yeah, and they scored their couple, yeah, but we went and bagged 4. Yeah, but Maddison's class, man. We see that again at the weekend. I know they got panned again, but that was just 17 minutes of, I was going to say 9 minutes of madness. If you know, you know. Yeah, right? It was 17 minutes. It was
12, 13 minutes. Son scored a hat trick or something.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he come off the bench and just went bang. Like, and his first 2 goals were insane, mate. Like great finishes, man. Yeah, but that game against Tottenham is going to be, well, they're third. If they beat us, they go top.
Oh, really? So,
yeah, they're 1 point behind us. They ain't lost a game yet.
Shit,
and they've been crap all season, really. Defensively,
they've been rotten, bro.
Yeah, Leicester should have been winning 4-2 at half time.
Yeah, they've been rotten.
They have. But do you know what? If you look at the table, yeah, they've scored 1 goal more than us, and they've conceded 7, the same as us.
Shit.
And they haven't lost a game. And they've played Chelsea as well. Like they shithoused their way to a 2-2.
Oh yeah, draw at Chelsea. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
they ain't lost.
Bloody hell! But saying that, they scored 6 in 1 game though, so that kind of doesn't show you what's going on. Do you know what I mean? They kind of stat padded in that game. Obviously, it's a +4, but they still put 6 in the net. So I don't really know, bro. I'm not a believer of Tottenham right now. I'll be honest. They look horrid. So, yeah, they look horrible.
10 of their goals have come in 2 games, so the other 7 have come in the other 5. Like 2-1s, 2-0s, 1-1 against West Ham. That West Ham result looks poor now, by the way, because West Ham, they're not good at all this season, are they? They're right down the bottom, man. They're what, 18th? Yeah, I'm just looking at 18th.
Yeah, relegation zone. They're struggling, bro.
Mate, do you know what? I see a stat the other day. This is mad, yeah? Leicester have conceded the most goals after 7 games ever in the Premier League history. 22 conceded.
And you know how bad some of the teams are that have come up and gone down?
Bro, Derby had 11 points when they got relegated. Like, went down with 11 points. They didn't concede 22 after 7 games. No, I'm surprised Rodgers is still there. He should have been sacked, mate. He should.
Even when they asked him, he was like, bruv, I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? He's every morning he wakes up, he's checking his phone, blood. Do you know what I
Bro,
mean?
his-
Because he's
his wife
expecting
said-
to get sacked.
Bro, his wife's already got the suitcase packed, saying, "Can I just book the flight? Can I just book it?"
100%, bro. 100%, bro.
And he's going home again,
Nah.
going, "Nah, another week. Now it's international." Yeah, I'll be shocked if he's still manager come the 1st of October when the next round of games are, because now is the best time to sack him. They ain't got a game, get rid. Yeah, now that gives, and a lot of their players ain't on international duty. Now it gives a new manager a chance to come in and work with him and get them all grouped together. Because for me, I think it's clear they've down tools for him. Yeah, Schmeichel left there because of him, and he was sat on the bench, by the way, at the weekend. Yeah, for Nice, and they lost. And he was sat on. Why is Kasper Schmeichel sat on a bench anywhere? He is too good to be a bench goalkeeper, man. Yeah, that guy should be still playing in the Premier League. I'm shocked nobody bought him. Yeah, top goalkeeper, man. And Tielemans looks like he don't want to be there. Maddison is the only player that looks like he gives a shit. Like, and again, that's a player that somebody should be going in for in January and just say, right, we'll give you 45.
But even Madders, to be fair, like he just plays football for himself anyway. Like he don't care. No matter what's going on, he always just puts in a certain amount of effort. He's just a good player, innit? And he just seems like nothing phases him, bro. Like he's got that kind of temperament. He's got that kind of arrogance, bro. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think he'll play until the final day anyway.
You think, yeah? You don't think he'll go in Jan?
Nah. He'll still play, and when Brendan leaves, he'll still be there, bro. I think Madders might leave in the summer. I think no doubt he wants to leave, and he's better than Leicester. But, bro, he's the main man there. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure he's making a decent amount of money. So, yeah, like I think he's just taking care of himself. Do you know what I'm saying? He's still disappointed that he's not getting picked for England, but he needs to just accept that, bro, like under Southgate, that opportunity is probably never going to come. Yeah, Southgate 100%. Don't like him. It's obvious. Like, you know what I mean? Southgate don't like him. And with Southgate, once he don't like you, it's a long way back, bro. You know what I mean? It was the same thing with Grealish. It's the same thing with Sancho. Do you know what I mean? There's certain players, bro, he just don't like, bro. And it's the players that aren't really defensive minded, innit? Yeah. And that's just how it is. That's why he loves Mason Mount. He perseveres with Mason Mount, even though Mason Mount's trash and he hasn't been playing well. And that's what it is. He just likes and he plays 2 holding midfielders with 5 at the back. And then, yeah, bro, it's a mess. It's a mess, I'll be honest.
Brexit football, bro.
Yeah, it's a mess, bro. So Maddison can forget about England.
Do you know what's mad? It is if we had Sean Dyche as England manager, Maddison would get a game.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he had Dwight McNeil in his team pulling the strings and that little bit of quality in that shit team. Yeah, and the way Dyche plays football, like I'd like to see Dyche get a job where like it's a Brighton. I know he's not going to Brighton. They've got a manager now, I think. Yeah, but I'd like to see him get a job like that where he has got better players to see if he is actually any fucking good. Yeah, because it's all well and good being the underdog this season.
He has to be decent, though. He has to be a decent manager because when you look at what he's done, he's always made his teams hard to beat, bro. You know what I mean? So that takes a certain level of skill. You know what I mean? So I think he would surprise people, bruv. I'm sure he would. You know what I mean? Whether it's people's cup of tea, the style of football, you can't argue that. Like he makes his teams very hard to beat.
Yeah, he does. He does. I'm shocked he ain't got a job yet, if I'm honest. Maybe he's been offered a few and just holding out for one that he fancies because there's a lot of managers in this league that are getting potted very soon. Brendan Rodgers is one. The Forest manager is definitely getting sacked soon. The amount of money they've spent and they've won 1 game, he's getting sacked real soon. Moisey, he'll be getting sacked soon.
Moisey's under pressure, but I don't know if they'll sack him again because they sacked him once before. I don't know if they're going to sack him again straight away. I think Moisey will be given a decent amount of time because of what he's done in the past.
Maybe. Although a lot of their fans are fucking raggo, bro. They stick corner flags in center circles and shit. Like I love that. I love all that. It's funny, isn't it? Like proper funny. Like storm the director's box and that. It's joke. But then Wolves job's coming up soon, man. Because I think Bruno Lage is going to get sacked soon.
He's actually a good manager, Bruno Lage. That's the thing.
Yeah, the problem with teams like that is, like they lose their best player every year, like or the best player just gets disheartened if he doesn't get his move. Yeah, and when you've like, I mean, if you look at Wolves' team, like Neves is a very good player. Yeah, Moutinho is quality. Yeah, but Moutinho is fucking what, 36?
He's old, and then even Neves, you can tell that if the right offer came, Neves would have wanted to leave. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And he's their
100%.
captain. So it's one of them ones where when you're at Wolves, you've always got like half an eye on the next move. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's that kind of club. It's a stepping stone club.
Yeah. I'm looking at their results this season. They don't tend to get battered either. Like the last 2 seasons, they've barely conceded any goals, like less than a goal a game. Right, but this season they lost to Leeds 2-1. They drew 0-0 with Fulham, 1-0 loss to Spurs, 1-1 with Newcastle, 0-0 with Wolves. With Bournemouth, 1-0 win against Southampton, and then they got battered 3-0 at the weekend. But they don't tend to score many goals, and they don't tend to get battered. But I don't know. Wolves are a weird team, man. It's like where do Wolves owners expect them to finish? Like what's the expectation for that football club? Is it to try and push for Europa or Conference League?
So, because I wouldn't say so, because they don't really spend that much money, do they, to be pushing for Europa League? I don't see Wolves going out spending 60, 70 million. So because of that, they must just want to finish in the top half of the table. I assume. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they've only won 1 game this season out of 7.
And even that might be difficult, but I don't think they're in danger of relegation. But I think they're just going to be a mid-table team, bro, with their spending strategy.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, they don't spend a lot. But then you look at some of the other, like Gerrard could be sacked at some point this season. That's a job that I could see Sean
Villa's, that's an attractive job because there's money there and there's players there. Do you know what I'm saying? So they might even be looking. They might even be looking at. I don't know. They could be looking at other managers ahead of Sean Dyche, bro, because Villa's actually a big enough club and has enough money to attract a bigger name than that, bro.
Yeah, that's true, man. It's true. He's a good manager, though, man. I just want to see him at a bigger club than Burnley. I'm glad they've gone, by the way. Nothing against Burnley, but it's a shithole. Yeah, which is what, bro. I have real talk, right? When I used to go home and away in that, I had tickets for Burnley every year for about 4 years straight, and I just sold them. I refused to go there.
I went once and never went again.
It's an insult that you have to drive past Manchester to get to Burnley, bro. Like real talk. Like I'm glad they've gone. They won't be back anytime soon either, by the way. Listen, there's 1350 in the building. Make sure you smash the likes up. We're not even on 400, 300 likes. Not even on 300, you losers. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to Rance's channel as well. The link is in the title. I'll stick his Twitch in the pinned comments in a second. And let's talk about Man City, man. A lot of people giving Jack Grealish a lot of stick. I don't know why, because he's barely played any minutes this season. He did start at the weekend, obviously bagged the goal.
And scored,
nice little finish. Did get fly kicked in the chest. I've seen a couple of journalists coming out saying it was a red card. I'm like, what are you watching, mate? Like, what do you mean that ain't a red card?
Bro, it wasn't a red card in what sport, bro? Do you know what I mean? Because in football, that's a red all day. That's not even debatable. I can't even believe my man was protesting it, bro.
Yeah. Mad, isn't it? When you've got all them cameras around the ground and he's standing there going, nah, mate, I ain't leaving. The show goes on. Get off, mate. You're sacked. Yeah, get out. But yeah, it's mad, man. But they look unstoppable, bro. And like, again, I don't think they were even that great against Wolves. Like, but they're just so clinical and they've got so much quality up front. And Erling Haaland, bro, we need to have a conversation about this guy, man. Yeah, I think he needs 3 goals or 4 goals.
3 goals a month. 3 goals a month to beat the record.
He's going to batter that record, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to score about 36. 36
I think he might touch 40, man. Real talk.
Close to it, yeah.
If he stays fit, I think he'll touch 40.
Yeah,
and
it's a mad thing.
It's mad, isn't it? But do you know what the thing is with him? Yeah, you just have that feeling that when the ball's coming in, even before he makes contact with the ball, or he's running onto the ball and hasn't quite got it yet, you just know he's scoring. Yeah, there's not many players in the world right now that you can say that about. There's players that you think, oh, he's a decent striker or a decent finisher, but then they might miss a couple of sitters and you think, I don't think I've seen him miss one yet, apart from in the Community Shield. Yeah, where he's that over the bar. Other than that, every time I've seen him in and around goal, it's in the back of the net.
Yeah, bro, he's ice cool, but like even when he was at Dortmund, I think at one point he had like a 50% strike rate or something like that. Every other shot was going in. Like, do you know what I mean? And that's strange. But saying that, he's not a player that wastes shots. If you watch him, he very rarely shoots from outside the box. Do you know what I mean? He steadies himself. He doesn't shoot unless he thinks he can score. There's a lot of strikers like Harry Kane, for instance. Harry Kane's volume's high. Like he shoots from far. Like he shoots from areas that maybe like the percentage is very low to score in it. Haaland shoots in high percentage areas. When you look at where he gets the majority of his goals from, it's in the mixer. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, bro, he's unreal, bro. He's unreal. Proper throwback number 9. Do you know what I'm saying? His all-round game has a lot of improvement to be made, but when it comes to just pure finishing,
it's just
he's right up. He's right up there in the top conversation.
How far do you think he can go? Like if he stays fit, do you think he's obviously? I think we'll both agree that he's going to be Ballon d'Or winner multiple times if he continues at this trajectory. But do you think that Man City is an attractive football club? Of course it is, yeah. Like because of the manager, the players, the money, etc., etc. But do you think
go Real Madrid though?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Do you think he will stay at like an Aguero and stay there for 10 years or whatever? Or do you think
he'll stay for like 3 years? Stay for like 3 years, then go Real Madrid. I think that was always the plan. That's why they went Man City first. Do you know what I mean? Because when you go Real Madrid, like where'd you go after that? Do you know what I mean? Like where'd you go after that? You don't go nowhere, bro.
Juve, apparently, and then Man United.
Oh no. See, bro, you leave Real Madrid when Real Madrid don't want you no more, innit? That's just what it is.
James Odegaard, and then you go Arsenal.
But that's what I mean. But yeah, anyways, a step down when you leave Real Madrid. So it's one of them ones where I think he's gone to Man City. Once he gets the Premier League record, he'll just be like, all right, cool, I've got nothing else to prove, blood. Do you know what I mean? And
I think if
he'll win the title, get the golden boot, have the Premier League goal scoring record, and then after that, he can leave whenever he wants, bruv. I reckon 2 to 3 seasons at Man City, then he's gone Real Madrid, fam. Do you know what I mean?
It'd be mad because his record in the Champions League is insane, isn't it? I think it's 25 in 20. Yeah, and that's for 3 different football teams as well, by the way. And I may be wrong in saying this. I think he's the first player to score on his debut in the Champions League for every team he's played for.
Yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah, I think that stat is correct.
I see another stat the other day. I mean, he's already breaking records that have been standing for years. I think he's the first player in Premier League history to score on his first 4 Premier League away games. I mean, and look at the caliber of player we've had in this league as well.
He's breaking all kinds of records.
I think he'll stay for at least the duration of Pep.
Yeah, but I reckon the duration of Pep is only 2 to 3 more seasons. Maybe not even 3.
Maybe. I don't know, man. It depends. If he's turned it into a farmers league anyway, he might as well fuck off now, isn't it?
So, I reckon I think two more seasons max, Pep's out of here, bro. I think Pep just wants to win the Champions League. I think if Pep wins the Champions League this season, he might give it 1 more. Do you know what I mean? If he doesn't win it this season, I think maybe he gives it 2 more.
So that's why I think maybe he will stay a little bit longer. If he's got Pep there and they're winning multiple titles, etc., but they're not quite getting over the line with the Champions League. Yeah, I think Pep stay a little bit longer until he gets that Champions League. But then if Haaland's saying, "Yo, I've done everything I want to do here, I'm leaving," maybe he can just go, "Fuck it, I'll turn it in then," because you ain't finding another Haaland at the moment. And
no, not at all.
And if you do, it's not going to be straight away. So then Pep will be in his 50s and that 60s, and it's like, well, he's in his 50s now anyway, but he'll be in his mid to late 60s, and then all of a sudden you're thinking about sitting on beaches, isn't it? But
yeah, of course,
it is mad, bro. Every time I see that Haaland, do you know what the crazy thing about him is? Yeah, he's 20-2, like, and he's what, 6 foot plus. He's big, but he is
6'3" and mad strong. Yeah,
and he's rapid. Like, you're not supposed to have that speed, with the size of body, like the frame of like, you're not supposed to be that quick, mate. Yeah, like when he runs with the ball, I always think he looks a little bit clumsy, similar to Harry Kane.
He looks like a giraffe.
Yeah, it just looks different, isn't it? It's funny. It's like when Ibrahimovic has never had pace. So when Ibra's got the ball, he's not running at speed.
And also, Ibra's wide as well. Ibra's like twice as wide as him. Do you know what I mean? So he's a whole different stature, bro. He's tall and he's gangly, bro. He's like a giraffe, bro. That's
mad,
just what it is.
Yeah,
but he's mad strong.
Mate, the goal he scored in the Champions League against Dortmund the other night. There's not many players that could do that either.
Crazy finish.
Ibra could do it. Yeah, Ibra's done it multiple times. Like stupid goal. There's not. I don't think there's a single
he's
player.
The only one. When it comes to my head, he's the only one that's got maybe, but that's got the athleticism to score a goal like that, because it's a lot of athleticism to get up in the air. Do you know what I mean? And extend like that. So, and even Pep compared it to Zlatan, because obviously he coached Zlatan. That was very much a Zlatan-esque finish.
It was 100%.
Balogun. Is he still at your club, or is he on loan? That Balogun?
No, he's on loan. He's doing all right in France, man. Yeah, he's doing all right.
Where's he gone?
He's played about 5 or 6 goals.
Where's he gone?
Yeah. I can't remember. I'm going to Google it now. League One top goal scorers. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, I think he's bagged about 5 goals. Let's have a look. Where is he? Neymar's top, 8 goals out of 7 games. Mbappe's second. Let's go down. He's gone to Reims.
Okay.
Yeah, he's bagged 5 goals and an assist in 8 games for Reims.
That's
not bad, is it? His goal conversion rate is 29%, which is looking now. Yeah, that's decent, man. Neymar's is 50 this season, by the way.
Yeah, Neymar's a beast
so far. Yeah, and shot accuracy is 69%. Balogun's is 59. That's decent stats for a kid, man.
Yeah,
that is decent stats. I know the league ain't the greatest, but his stats are good, man. I'm looking at Messi. Messi's currently sat on 4 goals, 7 assists, yeah. And Messi's had 30 shots this season to bag his 4 goals, yeah. Florian Balogun has had 17 shots to bag his 5 goals.
Okay.
Messi's conversion rate is 13%, but his shot accuracy is 73, highest in the league. I expect that from Messi, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's second highest, but the guy down the bottom on 86, he's had fucking 1 goal and a couple of shots. Yeah, but I expect Messi to have a high shot accuracy. The guy is like fucking, it's like an Exocet missile, man. Like as soon as that leaves his boot, 9 times out of 10, it's there, isn't it? It's on target. So I expect Messi to be up high in them stats. But Messi started the season very well. PSG have started the season pretty well, to be fair. But can I have a beer, please? Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, it's mad. He's smashing it in France, mate. And good luck to him, because I think he's a top player, man. I really do that guy. I actually think he's better than Nketiah. Exactly like
a lot of Arsenal fans do, to be fair, but
he's got more about his game. And Nketiah's
just more rounded, isn't it?
Yeah. And Nketiah's good at what he does, but for me, he ain't ever going to elevate you flying up the table. Yes, we're sat top at the moment. The 1 goal he scored all season was in the Europa League, and he nearly missed that. If it was half decent goalkeeper, he would have saved it. Bro, it was straight downward header, and the keeper fumbled it. So yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I think Balogun's going to be a top player, and hopefully he comes back and we see that, because if he leaves, I think we're going to regret that one. I can't lie, but yeah, before we wrap this up, we've got about another 5-10 minutes, guys. I'm going to be live with Terry in a bit, and Rance has got a show coming up at 6 as well. So keep your eyes peeled for both of that. The links for Rance's channels are in the title and in the live chat. Thank you. But yeah, we've obviously got no football for 2 weeks. I want to get your thoughts here, like about this month coming up, because there's 9 games, bro. Yeah, and I don't know if Man United have got 9. I'm going to have a look now. I don't.
We must do, because we're in the same competitions as you lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You fucking have. Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Wow. So we both got 9 games, yeah? You've got, bro, Ammonia?
Yeah, Ammonia,
bro.
Nicosia, bro. It's Cyprus.
You got them back to back in Europa, but in between that, you got Everton. You should pam Everton. I can't lie. You got City. You've got Newcastle. And then you got Chelsea. Wow, you got a tough month. Then you got Sheriff.
You do.
Then you got West Ham, bro. That month's fucking hard. I can't lie.
It is hard, but where's Tottenham? Is it at Tottenham?
Old Trafford. So you got City away. You've got Everton away, but forget them. Yeah, you've got Newcastle at Old Trafford. That ain't going to be an easy game. Then you've got Tottenham at Old Trafford straight after. Then Chelsea away. Then you have Sheriff at home, and then West Ham at home. That's not easy. I didn't realise your fixtures were that bad in October. I can't lie.
It's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy. It's decent though. It's decent. Newcastle at home will beat them. I'm looking forward to the Tottenham game. That'll be interesting. Who else have we got? We got Chelsea away. I don't know. I reckon that Stamford Bridge is not. It's not the worst.
It's not officially been announced, that game though. Yeah, it says to be decided. So I don't know why. Maybe that's because of, I don't know, a League Cup or something. I don't know. Maybe the League Cup game.
Maybe. And then West Ham away or something like that.
Yeah, no, West Ham at Old Trafford.
Okay, but yeah, the home games.
You've actually only got.
I ain't worried about the home games. I'll be honest.
Right, so you got Chelsea away.
Yeah.
You've got Everton away and Man City away. They're the only 3 away league games you've got.
Flip. Okay.
But Everton, you'll beat them. Yeah, they're crap. Yeah, you're too quick for them. You've got too much quality for them this year. Man City away, bro. That is not going to be fucking easy. I can't lie. Yeah, and this is what I said right at the start of the show.
It won't be, but I think we can get a point. I think we can get a point from that game still.
Well, they've not been great. Yeah, but the thing is, right, this is what I said right at the top of the show about Lissandro, yeah? People are saying, like, oh, it's going to be Haaland, the giant, up against the dwarf. Bro, yeah, I think they've played each other a few times in Champions Leagues and that, innit? Yeah, and I don't think he scored against Ajax when Lissandro's played. Maybe I'm lying. I don't know, but I'm sure.
No.
Yeah, but
no.
Again,
I think they only played once. I think there was a couple games, but one Haaland didn't play in it. But either way, it doesn't matter. Like every centre forward that Lissandro comes up against is taller than him. So do you know what I mean? Saying he's tall and all that, what does that fucking mean? That doesn't mean anything. You know, like that. What? Like Haaland literally scored. I think he's only scored like one header this season, and people are talking about like the height and that. The height's not going to be an issue. Do you know what I mean? Haaland's the kind of player, if you get in close to him on his first touch, you can mess up his rhythm. And that's what Lissandro has to do. That's what Varane has to do. And we press.
Nobody's kicked him up in the air yet, by the way.
Oh, no, he's getting kicked up in the air against us, though. Do you know what I mean? It's a given because that's how we play now. So make no mistake about it. Yeah, our players are going to be all over him. So that's the only way to defend against a player like him. If you don't rough him up, you'll have a field day, man. Do you know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to the City game. I'm excited. Out of all the games, I'm most looking forward to that because everyone's writing us off thinking we're going to get smashed, but I think we can go get a point there.
Mate, it wouldn't surprise me. They've not been great at all this season. Yeah, City. But like I said, the quality just sees them through, innit? Like when you've got that much quality in your team, and then you have a top striker that is in the form of his life. Well, he's not in the form of his life. He's just continuing the form of his life. Like, it's not like he's having a purple patch. It's just been a straight purple patch, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's not going to be easy to stop them. But it's nobody's kicked him yet. Nobody's given him a right roughing up. Yeah, and the thing is, I think you're right what you said. If you're getting close to him, and start like, and Lissandro is probably the perfect guy because he's a little shithouse player.
Exactly. He's little. He's nippy. And he gets in and around you, and he's just physical.
Elbow you, he'll kick you, he'll grab you. He's probably going to tell him he's shit, like one of them ones. Do you know what I mean? Then you got Varane, who maybe I wouldn't say could keep up with Haaland for pace, but he ain't a million miles behind. Yeah,
he's not. He's not a million miles behind. Varane's got good pace, man. Like all of our backline are quick as well. So I think stylistically, Man United versus Man City is going to be one of them games, man. I think it's going to be one of them games. They play one of the highest lines in the league. They keep the ball well. Do you know what I mean? They'll have a lot of possession, but then on the transition, on the break, with Rashford's pace, with Anthony's pace, I think we can cause them problems with Eriksen or Bruno finding them. So I think stylistically, I think we'll get chances against Man City.
Oh, they give you chances. 100% they give you chances. Bro, they're not... Because they've got Haaland up front now, they don't play how they played last season. Every week, I watch them. Everyone watches them every week. So they're the best team to watch. Yeah, but they are. I wouldn't say they have adapted to Haaland yet, although he has smashed it.
They're adapting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And this comment here is funny. Hey, listen, don't ever diss my fucking winger, bruv. Yeah, Riyad Mahrez is a bad boy. All right, just because he's not had a great season and been sat on the bench all season, you leave him alone. All right, there's nothing wrong with him, Javier. Yeah, you can go on the naughty step now for being rude. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Mahrez is a baller. To be fair, Neymar's fucking sick. Yeah, and it's just what I prefer. I don't like seeing Neymar rolling around like a baby. Yeah. But I'm not going to doubt he's a top fucking footballer. But yeah, man, when you watch them trying to adapt and actually adapting, yeah, it's gone well for them in the adaptation stage. Yeah, when they fucking get that fluid, bro, they are literally not going to lose a game. It's going to be like Premier League record for straight wins because
I don't know, but with players like Haaland, I just don't think. I think you sacrifice fluidity when you've got him because he's not going to press. And you can't play into him. Do you know what I mean? So out of possession, you're playing with one less player. Like that's just kind of how it is. So I don't really know, bro. Like I think in the modern game, yeah, with the interchanging players and the fluidity and stuff like that, I don't know. Like Haaland's kind of like a throwback. It's almost like he's playing in the wrong generation, but he's at the right team because they're gonna create loads of chances for him. But I think that even though he's scoring loads of goals, I think City look a lot more predictable with him in the team.
100%. Like you said, he can't play with his back to goal. Yeah, and if he does, he totally slows down they're not really a quick counter-attacking team anyway, but he slows down the rhythm of their passing by playing with his back to goal. Yeah, and they need him being on that last shoulder constantly, yeah, and pulling off the back. And that's what, if you see where he scored his goals this season, it's pretty much exactly that. Yeah, it's not like he's dribbled past two and pinged one in, is it? Do you know what I mean? But, you know, even the Grealish goal at the weekend, yeah, if that was maybe a foot further forward, it would have been him tapping it in instead of Grealish.
Yeah.
Do you know, because of the run and the movement. His movement's insane. Like, his movement's a fucking joke in the penalty box. Like, unbelievably. For somebody so young to have that much that mentality, that vision of where to make my run. You can't teach that shit, man. That's just
you can't. It's instinct, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mad. But yeah, they're gonna piss the title, man. I don't think it's gonna be close. I can't lie.
Yeah, I think the team that finishes second finishes double figures points behind them.
Right? Oh, easy. Bro, yeah. Last season's Premier League table. If I get that up now, it's here. If this loads. Yeah, last season's Premier League table, I think second was Liverpool 1 point. Yeah, but let's take Liverpool out of the equation for a second, yeah? That was fucking 19 points. Yeah, 19 fucking points to Chelsea from Man City. 18 from Liverpool to Man City. Liverpool are not going to get 92 points this season. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, they're not getting 92 points.
No.
Yeah, but I do think that it's going to be at least 15 points, at least. But this is the thing. The later down the competitions go, yeah, if Pep knows that he's got a 15-point cushion with fucking 12, 13, 14 games to play, yeah, I think he'll just go all eggs in Champions League because that's the one he wants. He ain't won it without Messi. He's been at Bayern and never won it, and he's been at City and never won it. Yeah, and I think now he's got Haaland up front. Yeah, I think it's a case of like it's shit or bust now for Pep. Yeah, because people will always have that over him that if he don't win a Champions League without Messi. Yeah, I know it sounds dumb. I won't. I think he's a fucking brilliant manager, and I know you do. Yeah, but I think that he will want that as well. Yeah, he will want to have that fucking Champions League just to say, yeah, you can all shut up now. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. We could go on for hours, but unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap this up, people. I'm a minute late for Terry's show, Football Terrace. Make sure you go and spam his chat with Terry. Is getting cooked. He's going to come with all sorts of bullshit again about Arteta and all of that. Big up to everybody who has watched this live as well, and everyone on Playback. This show's always fire, and it goes so quick as well. 50 minutes just flew by. There's 1,400 still here. Rance, you're supposed to be live now as well, right? What you got coming up?
Yeah. I'm going live with Louis on Twitch, like straight after this, guys.
The Twitch is pinned in the live comments, so go and check out him and Louis. And smash the likes up on this video. Rance's YouTube channel is pinned in the title. It's the blue hyperlink. You've been putting out mad content on that as well. That show you did the other day with what's his name? James Redmond. Fucking hilarious. I swear, I love James Redmond.
He's a
proper nice guy.
legend, bro. Proper
He's
legend.
jokes. He needs to upload more, man. He disappeared for months and now he's back
Yeah,
again.
he's
So,
back now. He's back now, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
He's back making content full time now. He just left his job in it. So you get me?
happy
He's
day.
gonna be so he's gonna be uploading full time now.
Yeah, good, man. No, he's good. He's always a good watch. Yeah, mad passionate as well. And he is a Scouser from Liverpool.
Yeah, proper.
It's always
Nah,
nice to
he's
hear
a
a
legend.
Scouser from Liverpool with their Scouse accents. It makes it even funnier when they get a meltdown in it.
Oh, bro, absolutely, man. What a guy, man. What a guy.
He's a top boy. Go and subscribe to him as well, guys. But yeah, I'm going to go and cook Terence. And yeah, smash the likes up, subscribe to Rants. Go and check out Rants' stream right now as well. The Twitch is in the pinned comments. We're out of here. Adios, amigos. Ateta Frera, para siempre. Ciao.